Alrighty, seems like everything is functional. Stream is live. What's up, guys? Sorry for being, 2 minutes late for those of you who watch live. I actually got really caught up trying to change my Steam profile picture and my YouTube profile picture, which means my Google picture because they're connected. And I just got really distracted because, it was a little bit of a to-do. But I did it, so I'm happy. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't like to use a picture that was not me or was not created by me. I felt that was a little bit dishonest. But here I am, ready to roll. So, as long as I can just real quick make sure that I have my sound enabled, then we will be ready. So, as long as I can just... Yep, looks like that's all good. So, fantastic. So, to recap what has happened since last time. Number one, we are still waiting on the Slark's Riptide Rumble. I'm assuming that I will have to wait till tomorrow, because 18 hours from now. Tomorrow afternoon, maybe the day after. I will let you guys know. I am all over that. In addition, there was a patch that added the best quality of life thing ever. It changed so that when you move things from your backpack and move them into your main inventory, it tells you how long until they're active. It's 7 seconds for those of you who don't know. There was no timer. It was just count 7 seconds in your head or roughly figure it out, and there you go. Very irritating. They fixed that. They've done some bug patches, I think, with some of the like the shopkeeper's quiz. I don't know how well that was, but whatever. So everybody was curious, I'm sure. Did I calibrate higher or lower? I moved from 3,186 to 3,287. So I moved up 101 MMR due to my calibration. I will, of course, be taking that movement, which means that now all of my matches for the rest of the Battle Pass will have to be in International Ranked, now that I'm officially calibrated. The only difference there is that only people who bought the Battle Pass and choose to play International Ranked can play International Ranked. So it's technically a little bit of a different experience. It's not the standard ranked experience, but it would be different anyway because half the people who would have been playing normal ranked are moving to international ranked, so it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. So we've jumped up 101 MMR, which is a huge improvement. That's usually a week worth of my MMR or more if I had been losing. So I'll take it. Set the region to the appropriate region because it consistently forgets what my preference is and I don't know why. And we'll start finding a match. The good thing about playing international ranked is that everybody there has battle passes, which means they're more likely to use their larger bet tokens and things like that. So, always an upside. I'm thinking about maybe playing a strength hero. We'll see. I don't have anything in mind yet, but we'll get there. I'm not too worried about it. There's always something that will need to be picked. And we will stumble across it on our own. Looks like everything I need to have going is going. And the connection failure. So that's nice. Which hero has this talent tree? I'm going to go off on a limb and say that it's Axe. It seems like Axe to me. And of course I can't even finish one question before the match comes back. Such is life. That's always the way though, isn't it? So just double checking some of my settings here. I also have to minimize something. Banning. I haven't really seen any hero who's been bothering me too recently. I am kind of sick of seeing bristlebacks though. I don't know what carry I'm going to play, but I'll just tentatively be Overcast Knight. I was thinking about Drow. Oh, Meepo. Drow's pretty bad against Meepo, except the AoE silence. So it's kind of a give and take. Not terrible, not great. It's okay. A Winter Wyvern would help me because he'd keep people, half the team hopefully, away from me. So I like that. I'm just checking one of my settings real quick because it seems a little bit sketchy. No, we're good. Yep, everything's loaded properly. Awesome. Job. I don't know who I want to pick next, but we're certainly going to base it off whoever picks on their team next. Apparently, the highest person in this game is TBD. Okay, I do not want to be Drow against the Faceless Void, so pick change. I'm I probably want to be someone who doesn't care too much about being inside the chrono. I could play an int carry, but there's not that many good int carries. I could play an alchemist because radiance would be extra effective versus Meepo, and I'm tanky. Maybe alchemist. Oh, Sven. I'm okay with Sven. Okay. Sven starts with an S. For anybody who does not know, Sven starts with an S. And it ends with a Ven. Sven starts with an S. Awesome. So, they're losing gold. I love it. I do like the Sven pick, too. It's very powerful versus Meepo. Void's a little painful. I'm okay with picking Sven now for my team. I'm not too worried about the possible consequences. We have a Silencer who's going to support the off lane, I would imagine, or we're going to try lane. I don't know which of those things, but we'll see. Morph's okay, except that I think a net stops him from waveforming, so a little bit skeptical on that. I think if he's going to be off lane, I'm not really sure. We have okay stuns. Personally. It's hard though because our carry is a little bit weak, our carry potential. But both of them scale well enough. I'll get extra cleave. I'll be super cleave, man. As long as I have a BKB and don't get Void Chrono, I'll just jump in there and kill everything. Slaughter's okay. I have no problem with that either. It still increases my damage on a solo target, and he still has an AoE stun for us. And a good initiation, so I'm fine with it. He's our initiation. He's our counter initiation. He's our counter initiation and initiation with the silence. Lena's kind of a poker. Can also help with stuns and crowd control and single target damage. And I am our super damage source, I guess you could say. I don't know if I would say super just because that sounds ridiculous to say, but it's kind of true. I'm basically going to be there to pump out damage. Fortunately, Winter Wyvern is going to turn the everybody on the Terror Blade, ideally, if that's possible, because he'll just die. Looks like our towers are way cooler. Their tower's going to be like over here, yeah. Ours is all open and cool. Theirs is lame. I haven't seen these two still to this day. Don't have a double down left, so there's no reason to do that. Might as well predict. I have my challenge selected for Strength Heroes.
So that's got to be a jungle Meepo, right? I'm kind of thinking maybe I should go try and track him down early and hassle him. Because Void sure can't do anything to you guys in the off lane. Witch Doctor's going to have to stay because otherwise Terrorblade's going to get hassled.
That's true. Everything he's saying is accurate. I think Terrorblade's realizing the problem with their lineup. It's really greedy. Can't have fun. Wow. This guy. Random Meepo. Oh, did he random into that? Oh, then I don't have a lot of faith in him. Most people who random Meepos do not know how to play Meepos. They would choose it on purpose. We didn't get an Earthshaker or anything, so it's not that bad. Phaser's Void just DCs right off the bat. Nice start. Love it.
We still win our
I actually don't have to ask. Never mind. I was going to ask a silly question. But I was gonna ask where everybody is in MMR, but they have to be close to me. Even if they're calibrating, they have to be calibrating close to me. From what I did when I was calibrating, I would ask people, you know, what MMR they're at, if they know, and if they don't know, what MMR are they normally. And mostly it was the same stuff. It was, you know, between 3,000 and 3,500, so I don't think I was ever going to calibrate much higher. I could have got maybe a couple hundred more if I had won more of the matches, but that's life. You know, finally you come to watch, Afro Chick. I was beginning to worry about you. I thought I'd have to call somebody to go look for you. It's okay. I forgive you for being late. You did, however, miss it.
Well,
so
there goes their shrine, probably.
To Steven Universe, that's funny. That's a funny thing to have been doing instead. No shame. You missed it, so I finished my calibration matches off stream, and I have now taken over my international ranked, so that's what I'll be playing now, just because I have to play the 40 games to make it count. And, people are good gaming, I guess. I
don't know where this guy called the courier
have
too. I
gained
can't find
101
him, but,
MMR
we'll
because
take
of
the
it.
gold, I guess.
My calibration was a little bit higher, so I'm going to be happy about that. 301 MMR, I'll take it. Void's just not going to contest me, so I don't want to... Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I mean, it's only 100, so it's only 4 matches won over the amount lost, which is roughly how I did in the calibration anyway. Roughly. But it's a little better. I got a little bit of a return. So Void is not having a fun time right now. Ooh, Terrorblade killed Silencer. Oh, it was a big rotation, I see. No thanks. No last hits for Void. Made him waste 40 mana just for a right click, so I'll take it. Does not concern me. Come on. So, right now I'm going to focus entirely on last hits because even if the enemy team is going to, like, you know, be terrible and feed, I have to have money. Sven needs a lot of money really quick. This is not a Mask of Madness game either, so I have to buy my boots into an Echo Saber, into a Blink Dagger, probably. Into a Blink Dagger, boots, Echo Saber, Blink Dagger, then a BKB immediately after that, like, you know, my first, you know, huge item. And then I don't even know, like a Daedalus or something, and I'm still not going to be done after that because I'm still going to need a bunch of other stuff to be as efficient as I would like. So I have to focus on farming like a monster. I'll take Cleave next level because even though Void's not here, I have to be ready to jungle when the time comes. So I've made sure to push the lane early, but I have to have the levels in it, you know what I mean? I could not skill. Some people might not skill and just save it up so that once they hit like level 7 or so and they decide to go, they'll spend it all on Cleave all at once. All the excess levels, but I don't think that's really wise. I need 900 gold for my to finish my boots. I now have that. They're distracted for a second, so this is a good time to take my boots. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, you know. You don't want to have too early of Cleave, but in the same token, it's kind of a waste to take a lot of points in your Warcry. Alright, I am not using any of my regen, and it's kind of strange for me. Always tread switch, don't forget. You'll regret it. You can get like an extra stun just from tread switching a couple times. Oh, that's sad. Witch Doctor. He'll have to time walk out. That's fine with me. Meepo's here. His poof does nothing, and Void did not time walk it off. So... and there's multiple people here. I want Witch Doctor. Nice. Ooh, that bash though. Alright, I have to... Gotta back a little bit. Now it's most efficient for me to switch to agility so I get the most out of both of the things. It's the maximum use of my tango, the maximum use of my clarity, and with that I will get a advantage in lane. And I can last hit without my 10 extra strength, to be honest. I did it before I got the shreds, right? Although that was dumb. There we go. And I will grab my quarterstaff, because it gives me 10 damage. Wouldn't you know it? Now that I'm not healing anymore, I can switch back to my treads. Void is still level 4. He's in an off lane, and he's not a higher level than me. He's a lower level than me. That already means that I'm doing a good job. My last hitting is a little bit lax. I should have more, but what are you gonna do? There, now he's 5, which means he's probably leveled up his time walk because there's no reason for him to level up anything else. My passive, my mangoes give me a nice passive regen, so I don't have to bother with a tango as long as I don't get attacked. About to get ult, which will make me much more deadly. This poor creepy's about to be gang beaten. My Winter Wyvern's being efficient knows that I don't need everybody over here. So instead of wasting time and sitting there doing nothing, he's getting some farm for himself. Silencer is actually doing it now, but Winter Wyvern started that. Both supports, really. They understand I don't need them directly. Void is just missing. I probably should have said that earlier. I thought he was coming back, but I was apparently wrong, and that's my own fault. I need 775 mana to get my, to finish my Oblivion Staff. I'd like to be efficient and just combine it into my inventory so I don't have to send anything or put anything in my, backpack. I didn't want Void to be able to get these at any time, so I'll finish them off to prevent him from farming. It's worth it to me.
I'm back.
I now have the mana that I need anyway. I have the money I need. Looks like we're doing reasonably well in other lanes, but we definitely are not having an obvious victory, so I'll definitely keep gaining fast levels and fast money. This is one of the only times I won't complain about being in a solo lane for part of this, because it's just, there's nothing they could be doing for me that would be productive. There's my Oblivion Staff, which is wonderful. Gives me a big int boost, gives me the 75% mana. So I like that. Nothing else over the quarterstaff, really. one thing I can do for my team once I'm a higher level is if they get Void Chronoed, I can drop Warcry, even if I'm not, you know, gonna fight, and it'll probably save them quite a bit of damage from Void inside that Chrono. That's something productive I could do for my team. They could be coming to smoke gank me, to be honest, and I'm a little bit worried about it. Because I can't see that many of them, and I probably should readjust my position, but I'm getting greedy, you know what I mean? I see some of them now. Alright, that's better. I was getting worried. Alright, sending that. Void would love to do something about me right now, but he can't. So I'm going to get a Morbid Mask, which I will turn into something later. What happened there? Try to sell it to him. Sell. There we go. Wonderful. Keep the mango. Never know. Got a low mana pool. This particular game, I don't imagine they're going to be building a Diffusal Blade. I guess Terrorblade might. I'm a little worried about that. If Terrorblade builds a Diffusal Blade, I'm going to need to take the talent for extra mana. Otherwise, I would really rather take the Strength, just for extra survivability in Chrono. Survive the nuking from Meepo. Those kinds of things really do, they add up. Have my Echo Saber, which I'm happy about. Really improves my killing capability. Improves my farming capability, like Ancients and things. And since apparently there's a huge fight top, which finally got Terrorblade killed, I'll push this. I'm surprised to get all of those last hits. Had to be careful because if Void chronos me under tower, I could be in a lot of trouble. Not too much trouble, but a little trouble. If only I had level 4 cleave, this would be easier. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm still killing the side creeps before the main creep.
Alright, shout if you need global silence, I've got it up.
There is a Witch Doctor and a Void here. Alright.
Rush him.
Thank you, thank you. That's awesome. I forgot he had that healing capability. I was like, oh, I'm probably just in a bad spot. I'm going to sell my mango just so I can rush. Okay, I'm going to continuously put this down in front of the shopkeeper. Now that I have my Morbid Mask, I can lifesteal off of my farming, which is a big deal. Alright, time for Blink Dagger. Even the little bits that you get count. We get 10 health here, 20 health there. It adds up. He's dumb. I don't know what he was thinking. That was not smart. Nothing about that was well thought out. And with my god strength, I'm just going to try to take this down as fast as I can. That was a huge take for my team. I got a lot of money. Some experience. Almost have level 2 ult, so I'm happy about that. Most people will tell you that the 225 mana is better almost always. I would say most of the time. but it really does hurt your carry potential later on, because then you'll have the mana pool just naturally go with leveling up. And I like to be that end game carry more than I am the mid game carry. Now that can make you suffer for sure, because if you can't get to the end game, it doesn't count for anything. But I think I can make it work. I can play the way I need to play in the mid game to make that happen. The only person in the game who's a higher level than me is Shadow Fiend. It does worry me that he's a higher level, though, I'll be honest. I don't have a Blink Dagger, so I really can't blink in and help too much unless Terrorblade dives in. That guy said good game, well played, and then we killed him, so I feel very good about that.
I don't know why he came back, but I appreciate it.
I'm getting a lot of farm now, which is very good for my team. I almost have my Blink Dagger, and then I will really be able to tear stuff up. I tried to play that cool when he went away. I was trying to run in circles to make it seem like I didn't know where he was, and I was trying to wait for something intentionally. Everybody's farming everything. Jesus. And that's how you kill Meepo. Next is BKB. I think. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need a BKB. What am I really stopping? Witch Doctor stuns, Shadow Fiend some of his damage, and Maledict. That's pretty much it. I don't know.
Knock over this mid tower and get Sven some Blink Dagger money.
Blink Dagger money, please. I already have my Blink Dagger. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's all just back away. Thought I'd do more damage than this so that he wouldn't get the chance to root me, but that's okay. Not a huge deal. Oh, as if. Oh, that's not good. Ah, I had to try. Boots of Travel is not okay. This Void needs to learn to shut up, by the way. The Shadow Fiend should not have this much money, by the way. He has 7 kills, and I don't know how that's possible, considering that I was in lane solo from, you know, a good portion of it for a good reason, but I don't know what happened. That's good. They have a couple people who have 0 kills, so I like that, but... Alright, that changes things pretty dramatically. I need to carry dust or something, but... That's not real. I need to go here anyway, though. I need to go here so I can farm this camp, which is not ready, I guess. Surprise to me. That's very upsetting. I figured this one would be gone, so that's no surprise. I don't want to blink to the camps, because I could blink into a problem.
Yo.
Everybody keeps doing it. I don't know why. It very much irks me when people spam things in, Yeah, that's true. They must have had a good time doing it. I can't kill a meepo.
Gee.
Sorry, I can. Nice. That is how you make movements. We all showed up. We did work. And now thanks to that... Oops. Thanks to that, we have a lot more farm. Thanks. And other such things. I don't know if he has... he does not have detection. Wanted to back for a moment because I don't want Shadow Fiend to be up my butt. It's fine. Alright, he could be on top of me, so I gotta move. Keep moving. Make erratic moves in different directions. Now I'm under tower, so he can't do anything. I damaged him enough that he doesn't want to push anymore. That's worth it to me. The last thing I want is Shadow Fiend to feel comfortable pushing our towers. Trying to get as much money as I can so I can get my Chrysalis.
I got 3 sentries coming. I'm ready to push. Do we want to try and steal Roche first, or just push?
That's a good question.
Can we?
Well, I mean, Sven and Slardar kills it real fast.
We get all that armor.
They're gonna try it. They're gonna try it. Get out. Get out, Esven.
Had to not go out in the open until my blink was ready, otherwise it's super risky.
I got global silence if we want to go on them.
Who will take first?
I need Shadow Fiend out of the picture if possible at any time. He's that kind of hero.
Oh.
Equals dead. Oh no. Oh no. That's awful. But I started with a Meepo death, so that's a good start anyway. Hopefully my team can make it just a wash, which is what it seems to be right now. Just as long as Slaughter doesn't die. Lena's invis for a few seconds, but Shadow Fiend is invis as well. Oh no, stun to her. What are you doing? It's kind of her fault. She didn't wait for the silence to take effect. Slaughter's trying to make it happen.
Global silence was used in the earlier fight. I'm not sure how I was going to stop him from swapping you.
I thought I could kill him quickly.
He's fine. I can't do anything about it. That's true. All I needed was to bash once. And he couldn't even get that. Yeah, they just ran in. The one thing I wanted them to do was just make it an okay trade and just leave. And what are you gonna do? It's okay though. I'm still happy. I'm 101 MMR, better than last week, thanks to calibration. Even if I lose, I'm still up. And I don't think we're going to lose. I just think it's a bad start. I don't think that BKB stops Sunder, by the way. Yeah, one at a time. That's the biggest problem at all MMRs. Everybody thinks they're going to be the answer. Like, don't worry, guys. I'll do this. And nobody learns their lesson. Ooh, money. No, my money. I got more money from that ward than I do from, you know, anything else, basically.
Wanna try smoke ganking, maybe? I got global silence up again.
I see Meepo over in our jungle. Is that real? No, that's not real. Sunder does just pure spell immunities, so I would have no interest in, no interest in doing, well, anything. I don't know where the real Terrorblade is. He should be farming. That's what he usually does. Any good Terrorblade. Where is he? The bash.
Wait,
I had to try TP. They do have way too much damage. Alright, let it be. Wyvern ult would be fine. It's the only person who has an ability they should be allowed to use right now. And here they are.
Good job.
Doesn't excuse the fact that they shouldn't have done it, but it did work, and I appreciate the fortune. Nice.
Just wanna go mid. Or Roche.
Fine, I agree. Not. I countered Terrorblade. The only issue is Sunder, but I should be able to save stun for him. I just run in and cleave all of his illusions. When he gets low, then I stun him and finish him off. That's the ideal anyway. Will it happen?
Take
Eh.
DD for Roche.
OGD for Roche, that's nice. My tower. Ha 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 ha.
You wanna ult?
This is worth it. Nah. I think it's pretty strong. Sven versus Terrorblade, you know what I mean? Ha ha ha. Just because his illusions are all of his power. He blows Manta, he makes his illusions, and he tries to make a move on me. And basically, I just say no. You know what I mean? I just say, no, I'm not going to have that. No illusions. Fight me solo, and he can't. Now, granted, it's not perfect, but it's good. Usually, you don't have a big problem as the Sven in that case. It just depends. I think now is a good time to go for my Satanic. So I can actually stand there and duke it out with some of them. Hoping to get my level 3 ult from this. The few creep camps that are here. It's good. Boyd use ults. That's a good sign for me. It's one of the hardest parts of this for me. I have level 3 ult. I have Daedalus. Any fight's a good fight for me right now. Oh, shocking. I know, right? Cleave is just does that. That was a really good Slardar stun, by the way. That was game ending. Yeah,
I think
mid.
we can take it. We got Aegis too.
Agreed.
You can at least force buybacks if they have them.
Still have Aegis.
If not,
Still no
then
chrono
we
up,
take
so they
the
can't do
ranks.
anything.
He did it too early. It comes at 30, so a little bit of a preemptive move. Nice stun.
Tower.
That hurt a lot, but I am still fine, relatively speaking. I do have to heal, though. And that's how Sven heals. And then back away, because they're coming. Sven's a really strong hero right now. The problem is he's kited very easily. People like Drow Ranger crap on Sven because she just hits him once with an arrow and he'll never reach her. Never happen. Range heroes who like Scotties, actually Shadow Fiend's pretty good against Sven. The only trade-off is that if I get the initiation, he's dead because he has no health. It's a really interesting kind of matchup. I love not having to go to base, by the way. It's pretty great. Just heal off all the creeps. I have to go grab my Reaver. He's trying to stack. It did not work.
Big C2s. Oh, we still have Aegis.
Yeah, I
This
think
one's
we got
smoke up.
everything up. Let's go mid. Smoke or something.
This is more important than the Reaver ready. The Reaver is more important than the Morb Mask for now, because the Morb Mask, all it does for me is give me 15
Yeah, I just wait
damage.
for everybody to get closer.
This gives me 25, and it gives me all the health. So I'd rather have a bigger health pool than lifesteal at this point. And it's only temporary. It's only until I get my Mythal Hammer.
Jungle. Oh, let him kill solo. There, back up.
I don't care. Just take it.
Good job. Can someone top, dev top?
I got it.
That's a dead witch doctor. Aegis pops. They all heard it. I don't need to ping it or say anything. This is how Sven just gets online and gives the middle finger to everybody. Since Aegis is gone, I might as well put this back in my inventory for the short period of time that I need it. Is this really a problem?
Anyone got TPs? Yeah, let's take top.
I am now going crazy because that's what Sven does. A wonderful hero that he is. I actually don't want this. I'm going to sell it. And I guess after this, hard to say what I need.
Take D2.
I actually might get something like a Scotty, but I think a heart might be better. I need to survive. So I think a heart's the way to go. Just be super tanky. It's a little bit weird, but I certainly don't need it. It's not bad. This is one of the only games, too, because of all the lockdown we have, I'm not going to take the cooldown, Stormhammer cooldown. It's usually always the right option, but in this case, I just want more damage. I want to instantly kill people. That's my plan.
Go.
Level 24, I'm getting there, guys. I am almost there. To victory. Two illusions for one. This is obviously Manta illusion, so I'll just get rid of it. And just to help push the wave here, I'll just get rid of this creep wave. Report Mepa. No tower means they can no longer defend efficiently. That's real. He marked it. He's smart. I'm gonna be screwed here. That's okay. Just me. I got buyback in case needed. He did get a lot of money for me, but we got the Void in return. Shadow Fiend's marked, so he can't do anything. He's going to have to be careful about how he approaches this. Everybody's currently alive, so that's good. A 1-for-1 trade. I don't think it was worth it for money, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I had to be a little bit more careful about the Void Chronos. We did just get Meepo, and it looks like we'll just get that. Winter Ribbon's gonna die. He shouldn't be going back in, but I think he's considered that Winter Ribbon will be the one to live. Oh, nice. That was a good play. That was a really good play. Very impressed. We have one lane of Rex. The other one, we at least got the tower off of, so that's good. I would really appreciate an Assault Cuirass and a Solar Crest. Yeah, he's mad. I think he's mad because he's throwing out, you know, Chronos that get me, and it doesn't even seem to matter because the rest of my team can just pull off whatever they need to do. And Meepo is not helping. Meepo's pretty useless this game. I can say. Not afraid of Meepo at all. Hasn't done anything. I think he's 0, right? 0 and 10. I'm a pretty hard counter to Meepo, though. I just hit one of them and they all explode.
It's not up now.
And what just happened, by the way, is the reason that... Oh my god. The crits. They can't do anything about it. I'm just too strong. Almost to the point where I can buy my next Reaver.
6 shrines.
Get some extra income. There's my Reaver.
Just wanna go bot.
My DD is gone, but I made it worthwhile. Got a Shrine, got Roche. Someone was just here. My TP is in... I'm gonna take this instead. I'm gonna try to anyway. They can TP back. There's no reason I need to.
Smoked up and down.
Meepo is like the least scary hero in the game right now. I'm just gonna hit that. One of the greatest things about having a war cry is to buff your creeps so they push. Some people forget about that, but it makes your push so strong. Void's done something smart. He's gone ahead of the creep wave to prevent it from being a thing. Still got surplus. I will counter it by killing his creep waves, so there'll just be no creep waves, basically. Once I get hard, I guess I'll switch out boots until Aegis is gone.
Bot then?
Now my damage is unreal, so all I need to do is touch somebody. Wow. Good job. Well, I have ult, so I don't mind just taking the tower as long as Void doesn't ult me. Now Void won't really be able to hurt me.
Get top.
The butterfly pickup. I understand it. Don't necessarily support it though. My team is going for top, which I understand, but might not have been the play. I really wish he'd stop hitting him in particular. I can keep him stunned. No biggie. My heart will be active in a few seconds, and then the game will be over. Easy stuff. I'm attacking for like 450 damage, so... I'm kinda sick of this, to be honest. I'm just gonna attack. There's no reason to bother. Game's over. And that's why... Okay. GG. Glad Void died. Faceless Void didn't succeed. Shadowfiend didn't succeed. They tried to kill us all and they failed. So I'm happy. I'm hoping that I will get a commend tier / a tip, but we'll see about that. I made progress towards my thing by winning as a strength hero, so I'm pretty pleased. I will start the next match. Let's see what I got. 24 MMR. Love it. I'm not paying attention to that because I'm too busy telling you guys why we won. So I obviously had a lot of money over their team. I had a bunch more, which is actually sad considering that I was in a lot of fights. Terribly was not as many and he should have farmed better than me, but I had 8,000 gold on him, which is not okay. And I'm sure the hero damage will tell a tale itself. Yeah, I did more hero damage than anybody on any team by 5,000 or more. We basically won because Meepo fed and did nothing productive for their team. Not even there. Witch Doctor gets countered by me, Lena, Slardar, and Silencer. So, like, what did you see that was broken and impractical? I will keep talking, but I am ready for the broken and practical, trust me. He's countered by everybody because we can stop his ult. Void's strong against me, but he's bad against Silencer, Winter Ribbon, and Lena, because if they're outside of it, they'll just kill him. Shadow Fiend is kind of meh against our team just because we can make people kill him. So we just have way better matchups, which was already said at the beginning when they said, you know, oh, GG, right at the beginning. That told you the whole story. The match can't seem to have canceled, by the way. No biggie. So, I mean, it's mostly that. I would also say that the player net worth, I think I was only competing with Shadow Fiend. It was me, Lena, Shadow Fiend, and Terrorblade, but then I just kind of got ahead. And the only person who was even close to me was the Shadow Fiend was above me a little bit. But despite that, I'm Sven and he's Shadow Fiend, and I just have, you know, so much to do. Silver Edge on Weaver, and they had Lincolns. Why? Oh, have fun with your game, by the way. Silver Edge on Weaver is so dumb. Why would you bother? He already has an invis and such a low cooldown. The only person who was competing with me early was Shadow Fiend, and I passed him at about 31 minutes dramatically. I just started edging out. My team let me farm. I got free farm in my lane. Shadow Fiend was farming off heroes, but it only works so long because he had to be in the fights to do it, so it started becoming inefficient. And around the 30 minutes is when I just started building a Satanic, and then I just built a heart. Like, it doesn't matter. My Daedalus, actually, at 30 minutes. So my Daedalus is one of the bigger factors that mattered, because I remember getting a kill on Shadow Fiend because of Cleave. I don't know if that was right before the Daedalus or right after, but basically, he just couldn't keep up. I am really strong against Shadow Fiend in a way early, because if I get into a fight, he can't stand anywhere near it, because he'll just die. So it's mostly matchup, but also they sent an offlane Void against this Sven Winter Wyvern. Can't really do anything. Sven's strong against Void because Sven can just stand there and take the damage. He can do his armor buff, he can stun after Void jumps if he feels the need, get some free damage in. It just wasn't good, and Void didn't feel comfortable going near the creep wave, so Void's net worth was crap. Void was barely above the supports. So, definitely just mostly matchups for everything. It looks like only half the people in this game were to be determined, so that's fun. We helped our two to be determined, so that's good. I think we just had a solid team. Silencer knew when to silence. Slardar knew when to initiate. He was very good at that. Winter Ribbon was just good in general. He was glimmer caping, force staffing. He helped me in lane. He jungled a little bit. I think it was great. Yeah, buying an invis item on an invis hero is always wrong. I can't think of a single hero that needs one. It's like buying a blink dagger on a hero that doesn't blink. You don't buy blink dagger on anti-mage or quap. There's just no point. It doesn't do anything. If you really have such a problem that your basic escape mechanism that's built into your hero isn't enough, then you probably have an issue. And there's usually a better option, like a Lincoln's, for example. Lincoln's is generally the way to go. I don't even know why I'm banning Bristleback. It just irks me recently. I'm thinking maybe of going off lane, but it seems like I lose more often in off lane. I'll do it anyway. Maybe I'll go like Centaur or Axe. I liked my game as Axe. That was fun. Axe. And if I get this successfully, then I will level up and get my my 2 tokens to use. So that'll help. I'll start getting levels much faster. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think Axe could be good here. We're going to have Team Tank, which is not a bad strategy right now in the meta. Team Strength can work to your benefit. Troll's not Strength, but he has a decent, you know, he builds and has some strength to it in lifesteal. He's more of a counter pick than me as a pick. I think Axe would be okay to pick right now. Since we already have a support, I don't think Axe is terrible being picked in that position. And then I could get, for my other 50 gold, I actually think I should save. I don't think the Iron Branch is going to be the difference here. You know what? I'll get an Iron Branch. Why not? Spend your starting gold. That's usually the rule. I was pleased with myself last match, though. That was good. I like going 13, 4, and 8. That's a good mix there. These guys actually had 50 to 100 MMR on me. Interesting. TA. I'm strong against TA. I'm strong against Crystal Maiden. I don't know what that pick was into me. That was kind of dumb. TA's problem, as we noted before with TA, she goes invis in place, right? So people might think, oh, she's stuck in place, so we need mobility, such as Shadow Blade. Not good. Usually buys a blink dagger. You go invis, you wait, and you blink away. The issue with it, as soon as she goes invis, I max. Blink call. She's out of invis. It's on cooldown. She's getting hurt. Everybody else jumps on her. True. Yeah, Rot's great against TA. The only problem is early game Pudge has a problem with TA because she does a lot of damage and he has 0 armor. But in general, he's good. He's not good in lane against her because I've played it quite a few times and it's just a really hard lane because if she trying to kites you a little bit with her right clicks, it'll be really bad. I think Jug is great here. Just completely neutralizes that effect. Pudge, as long as he's roaming or something, will be great. For TA later. Hook gets Crystal Maiden or ults if possible and helps us get out of position of Tide. Ursa could be a problem. He's going to hurt me. Ursa's a counter for me. He's also strong against Pudge. The good thing is that Jug doesn't care much about Ursa. And Ogre's pretty good against Ursa. Alright, we're going to invade. I like it. We have a strong team for it. Pudge slow or hook, either way, puts them out of position. Ogre can slow, which is the better of the two, honestly. Jug spin if he comes with us. Ember can either do his AoE damage or his Searing Change. Searing Chains are good. That's me. That's my face. I put my face out there. See? Isn't that great? I actually took a picture so people know what I look like. Branding myself. This face. Good thing I'm fast, by the way, because I was really slow to react there. I believe in us this game. Mirana could be a problem, but that's okay. Good luck, have fun. And I have the correct strength hero challenge.
Going in, boys. I don't think we should go straight up the ramp, though. Come at least over to this ramp.
I'm going to wait to scale, because Battle Hunger might be the right call here.
I think that was just it timing out.
Enemies need killing.
It's fine, Pudge will get it. I'll just use one tango and I'll be back to where we were. I don't think a Vanguard's necessary this game, so that'll save me some money. Well, not sure.
I might run right at that right now.
Pudge is... I'd take it. Canceled attack, which wasn't very smart. It was worth it. They wasted Shrine level 1. Oh my god. This is the weirdest start of a match I've ever had. Oh my. We're missing experience, but I got half a level here anyway. This is the strangest beginning of a match I've had in so long. This harkens back to the old Dota, when there were no bounty runes and real runes spawned at the beginning. There would always be one real rune, which might or might not be an invis, so you get these huge fights. Oh. Christmas just gonna walk away. I'm not fast enough, I don't think. Ursa's here, so I'm not gonna play around with that.
Okay.
I'm not level 2. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do.
That was just like an hour long stun. Surprising more than any.
First hit spin, I love it. Away from Crystal Maiden, because that's who I don't want to be near. I'll save my last tango for the Iron Branch so I can get that double healing. Ursa with his win lace is a little faster than me, which is unfortunate. He is down to 1 salve though. And this axe is buying a ring of regen so that I can just take the hits. They were. They really were. People would, and they were right in the middle of the river, so they weren't like in one person's domain or the other. It was right in the middle of the river. There would be a huge issue. Very crazy. She stole my rune.
Enemies need killing.
Very upset with this Crystal Maiden.
To the enemy.
She's trying to get me held down for this Ursa, but I really don't care. I'm just waiting until I get enough levels and my tranquil boots, and then I'll just sit there and just hit the Ursa. Like right there. I didn't get any spins, which was pretty cool. That will be my double healing. Having 3 bot is no fun, by the way. Juked. I'm dead, probably, but... I just want to put that on a Mirana just to do something. Might as well. And then it's gone. Here's my farm. The wonderful world of Axe.
Lucky bitch.
Nice. I'll share the kill. No issues there. This team knows what they're doing. Alright, I don't know if, I think because of the Ursa, a Vanguard might be the way to go. Battle hunger. I'm actually ahead of Ursa in experience now. By 3/4 of a level or so. Me, of course. Makes sense. It's the right decision. Just... Ooh, stuck in the middle, I see. That's funny. She tried to circle around and she screwed herself. Put that there. Wow, what a strange start. I can't even, like, begin to describe why this is weird.
That's missing.
Ooh, and there is my healing coming back. If only I had mana.
Gotta help our Jug. I'm dead as fuck.
Alright, now with my full health and everything. Alright, Crystal Maiden's missing, so I want to make sure I ping that. And thanks to the way I'm going about this, get some more regen, it'll be hard to kill me. Put my tranquils away.
That's done. That was my bad.
And while it's a little bit dangerous to be there, I'll just farm the jungle real quick. I'm dead. Mirana just keeps, we need wards on my side of the river. I guess I could just buy my own, but I have to. I have to buy my own because nobody else is gonna. Mirana can just roam over whenever she wants, and I think that's not fair. It's very irritating. That's why I said Mirana might be a problem because she's just gonna keep coming back. So I'm gonna put up my own ward and stop that crap. I'm sick of her and her nonsense. So I bought my own ward despite my misgivings about doing so, because I am not a support. Oh, crud. Cool. I could have just ulted her, but, you know, mana. Always the mana. Gain aggro from TA.
Rip.
Those are the first two things I'm gonna get. I hate having to wait. It's such a frustrating experience. Oh, it looks like we don't have to.
Yeah, you should kind of babysit him and let you do roaming.
I'm not blaming them, you know what I mean? I understand. You should wait. It's just frustrating anyway.
The whole game, but let him get off the ground.
Oh, I already have this Ogre Magi muted. I wonder why. Let's see. Let's give him another chance.
Tide, how do you expect me to CS, man? All he does is sit there. Can't really do anything against him.
You know what? I'm gonna keep him muted.
Gonna use it when I go into CS, dude. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right, honestly.
Back in the game, let's do it. Crystal Maiden's back behind tower, afraid of me. As she should be. My main problem in this game is really Ursa. And a little bit Morana. There we go. Good spins.
It's alone right now, by the way.
Your priority TP'd. Gone as far as I can see. Doesn't mean he's actually gone. But basically gone. Need 100 gold, and then I'll have my Vanguard. And then it'll be very hard for Ursa to kill me for a little while. I'll get Vanguard first, then Crimson Guard. The damage goes up with Battle Hunger, but the slow does not.
Fucking Gemini, they live in mid. So annoying.
I'll take a call for now.
There's 3 people in mid again. This one I need you.
I just ravaged top.
Oh, it was a failed call.
Dagger. That is like.
Ooh, that's a fast blink. Oh, he tried. No shame. Alright, that Crystal Maiden should die. Bada boom. I'm gonna buy myself Robe of the Magi so I can cast more. I'm gonna be honest, it stinks not being able to cast more. I'm gonna dance right outside this range.
I think Blue just went into Roach.
I just still have good blink. Ursa's top.
I'm gonna cut so we can push this tower. Tide's actually above me in levels, which is surprising, to say the least. He did very well against Jug, which I find a little bit shocking, but, you know, it is what it is.
We're on a top. Top.
Mana for Axe.
Leaving.
She's just gonna jump, which is fine. I still disrupted their ability to hurt Jug too bad. my call is better.
5 top. Yep, 5.
I ulted him, but it didn't really do a lot. Level 1 ult is not impressive by any means. Can't wait till I get my blade mail. I'm getting there.
Ravage is down again.
Come on. Spin. All these last hits that could have been mine if I just spun once. One spin. Too much to ask. I won't kill him, but I can damage him severely. Ooh, I can kill him. I got the tide, that's huge. There's my armor for Ursa. And with 2 dead. We can try to put some pressure here. I don't do a lot of damage, but I do enough to matter. Worried about Ursa. I started TP go off. That would be Mirana. Still worrisome. I'll leave. Ursa's there too. See, there we go. But I did some damage. Their tower's pretty low thanks to me. I have to kill on Tide. Yeah, some meaningful stuff for our team.
These fucking single ravages that he drops on me over and over again are a little bit gay and annoying.
You know you can't actually hold him, right? It's perfect.
And what?
If you hold him, he's gonna purge out of it. What's he gonna hold?
It's not worth it. Gotta accept it now so we don't jump into a silly fight. Alright, I'll do Blink Dagger, then I'll finish Crimson Guard.
I have top again.
I tried, but they're all there.
Quick, sorry. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
on my way there
nobody
now.
ever pushes anything during these 5-man Zerg fests that they're running.
Ooh, the hate going on right now. That's unfortunate.
Must have a ward back here. Because he saw me when I was in the trees. Blinked on top of him.
I was trying to get this this tower pushed in some way, shape, or form, you know? So there's more damage to the tower. A little bit, until Ty jumped in there and ruined my fun, you know. Basic stuff. Basic being Tide Hunter stuff. I just saw Ursa, so I definitely don't want to be here long term.
Definitely in Roche.
Enemies need killing.
Blue's right there. Not in yet. They want to.
Don't have a blink dagger yet. I wish I did. I should come. Here he comes. He has a blink dagger.
Oh no! Dude, fuck, man. The arrow is so fucking perfectly timed.
Don't start with the blade here. That's just dumb.
I'm just gonna
Already
burn
have
the
something to burn to the ship. Just save that for the fight. Like you said in the second.
Can't stop them, Roche, without more people on the team ready to respond, so I just gotta go back to farming, I guess. I want my blink dagger.
Oh man, why? The fuck? I didn't get a blink. The one game. Why do you lag it so much? Like we have so much shit that does AoE. If they just focus you, you can kill them all. Just giving them time.
I'm not gonna listen to this guy. It's not worth it. His criticism is unnecessary. Ember Spirit hasn't really done much productive, so, you know. There's always that. I definitely have to get this blink dagger soon, though. It's not really a good time to be not mobile, basically. She has haste, she's getting away. They are unnecessarily chasing something that they shouldn't really be able to get. I got Tide Hunter with that, but this doesn't look like a good fight, and we keep pushing, so just back, back, back.
I'm just gonna touch every fight. It's up to you guys to fucking keep it together until I get my shit.
Why are they going in? Every time I try to do anything.
Into wars, team.
One of those pro ravages.
I don't know what to do with a team like this, you know?
Enemies need killing.
We're gonna lose a ton of towers.
How many people are going to be here, I wonder?
Rest is for the dead.
Fast X. Need to regain my health real quick. Need my tranquils to kick on fast.
That was Aegis on him.
I stacked my my call, unfortunately, which wasn't very smart. I should have blade milled earlier. I could have played that a lot better, actually. We did get his Aegis, though, so there is a good side to this.
You can't just avoid fights. We're gonna fucking be down 300 kills. We're already losing.
You're not fucking lockdown.
We're largely losing because every lane, I think, didn't do great.
Go in, you're just gonna kite me. The fuck is the point?
I want to TP into this, but I don't think TPing in is the solution.
Big deal, I guess. We'll just keep jungle, right?
I don't know. When you decide to die less, maybe.
Rest is for the dead.
Fuck you. That's all you fucking do is farm.
All I do is fuck. All you do is feed. You feed 16 fucking 12 times. You go Tide Hunter first. Like, what the fuck are you thinking, man? The old Tide Hunter can. He's got a skill that literally, as soon as he takes some damage, he's gonna fucking purge it out.
Cut and run.
Oh my.
You also went into fucking TA by yourself. You just gave her a bunch of fucking gold. All that gold from the rotations, that ended up on her pocket.
Rest is for the dead.
I really need this team to focus on actually getting us ahead.
Enemies need killing. Axe go. Forward.
Why I'm dying because I'm actually trying to fight while you play like a fucking coward. Rip though, I guess they can just take all our towers.
This is very unfortunate.
Game with Peruvian Ember Spirit.
Does everything have to be Peruvian? Why can't anybody just address the problem as the problem? That's like the way Dota is now. I got no buyback myself. I'm broke. Wouldn't have had it even if I hadn't bought the chainmail. Pudge did deny. That's kind of cool. That's a dead Ursa. So that's kind of cool. Jug. No. I just don't really like Ember Spirit right now. Yeah, exactly. They just can't. They can't address anything. They just have to have some default blanket term to use, and it's not very effective.
fight, boys. Look out!
Crimson Guard is nice. I'm working up the courage to do something here. I don't know what else I can do, but we're gonna see. Gosh, I really don't know at this point. I think it's hard. I don't really know what would be productive to buy. Shiva's Guard would be good. Except it's kind of not conducive to my skill set. Making people attack slower, you know what I mean? I know Heart's always an okay option, but I want to stay for buyback now. Radiance Axe is when you're only using him for his disabling properties. When you don't care about the damage, like spin isn't an issue, it's just holding people down. That's also why you would get a Shiva's. Same thing, just disabling, coming in there, doing some work. I want to get this Marana, but that's not likely. Thanks. I got it. Boom. I think that a pipe would be okay, but it's really not worth it. They don't have enough. So I'm not going to bother with that. So I actually just made a move and got 2 people killed. Killed 2 people, not got them killed, because that implies they're on my team.
Playing like a fucking pussy doesn't matter if you just don't do anything useful the whole game, you fucking...
We have no idea how much you're fucking crippling us by giving the other team the advantage that we had at the beginning. That fucked
You
us
have
up.
no idea how fucking bad you
It
are.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that didn't show up. You had an axe, and you had you. That should have been more than enough to fuck him up.
And then we did. Without you,
Yeah,
you
they
fucking
got us
piece
like
of
10
shit.
kills. And guess how many kills they got out of it? All that money that he got, he just handed it off to them. That's how the fucking mechanics work. That's why you don't feed if you're ahead.
Better off muted.
Might have nerfed the like rubber band mechanics, but it's still there.
I'm just gonna
Now we
avoid
have
fights,
the
man.
momentum.
I'm gonna hide like a fucking coward, man. Watch me go, dude. And then I'm gonna talk about your kill score.
Dude, 16 times is way too fucking much. That means you guys blind.
Tersel's dead. I'm gonna get in there. Retro crap.
You gave
I'm
Like
dead.
a fucking
Tide
bitch and
a
then talk about kill
refresher.
scores, bro. I'm fucking
32
great.
minutes in, you gave Tide a fucking refresher. How the fuck do you want me to fight against that?
Alright. All
I
done with
don't
that.
understand what the fuck you
So,
want me to
our
do.
good
You
friend,
own Tide. You
both
don't
of them,
know
even
that
though
you
I have no
can
problem with
figure it
Pudge, I just can't. I can't hear a
out.
one-sided
I
argument.
understand the mechanics of the game, man. I can't.
Oh no. Oh no. Help!
The job of telling you that
Help!
you kept doing it.
Alright, I'm fine. Oh geez, that was scary. I gotta get in there and get that Ursa, but I don't know that's gonna happen either. Or Templar, whichever.
You have enough frames that you're not gonna be able to.
A little afraid of Ursa jumping back in, so I'm trying to keep him distance. He'll actually probably die to that. Yep. Well played to me. Buyback started in cooldown, right? I used it? Yes. So I can just go ahead and buy the Reaver whenever I get the chance. At this point, it seems like I'm one of the only heroes on the team who has kills and doesn't have a lot of deaths. Because I'm still actually trying. They're too busy fighting. Love to get this TA, but that's never going to happen. I love if she showed in that giant creep wave. I would be there in a heartbeat. He's slowed in case anybody wants to grab him, but I know that's probably not going to happen. He's trying. Best I could do there. Nice job, nice job. I can appreciate that for what it's worth. Alright, save the Ember. It's worth it to me. Even though I'm probably bigger than him, it's still worth it. I've hurt TA a lot. I've helped Jug get a kill. I forgot Jug was playing. To be honest. It's kind of irritating too, to be honest. Oh, why did I do that? I didn't even stop it, did I? Let's do that. Well, he'll just get muted in both regards because he's irritating. Yeah, I know. He was helping earlier. Don't get me wrong. He existed, but I haven't seen him in, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It's crazy. Oh man, well we still won the first match, so this is balance out, no biggie. Stuff happens. Still might get lucky, still might get a team wipe. Get the call of a lifetime. We do still have 2 racks. We're about to lose 1, but for right now we have two racks. And Ursa is forced to retreat right now. He's taking a lot of damage. Jug went Manta, by the way, in Blink, and I just don't love that. No damage at all. Relying entirely on his ult. Ooh, nice pull. And Juggernaut actually did get through all of that. I just saw them invis, but unfortunately that's not something I can respond to. It's not still there. I don't think. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to get my Reaver in a second. Now she's not going anywhere. I was hoping I get silenced right there. Put that on cooldown, but that's not gonna happen. Really want to get a heart. That would be nice. I'd also love to get my level 25 so I can get the 15 armor, because that'll really help me survive this TA's nonsense. Maybe it'd be more beneficial to finish like a Lotus Orb first. I don't know, because I'd get the armor that I need. I'd get armor that I need, and I would be able to throw off the silence, but I don't think that's necessarily worth it. I call it, that's not a worthwhile call. I will die. It's tempting, but it's off high ground, no tower. Trying to get her shield broken. I'm at the end of that, unfortunately. No blinks for Ursa. That's the best I could do. Except that and buy back again. That's that. I don't know, man. I did everything I could. Silenced me, and I don't care. I gotta run it. Oh, it's me. No. Okay, well at least Ty died from my blade mail. I got a bunch of kills, and my team just kind of failed me. I'm gonna be honest. Unmuted Pudge because I didn't mute him in the first place for anything that he really did. Figure that's only fair. We'll start at the next match. Game client is out of date. Isn't that just the story of my life? Excuse me a moment while Dota decides to do its update. It will be just a moment. My virus scan is also doing an update. Not that that matters. It'll be done before Dota. Alright, come on, Dota. Come on. Dota? No. I was not. Was Dota crashing? I hope that doesn't happen while I'm playing. Alright, Dota is updated, and we are relaunching. I'd much rather Dota do that than, well, anything else. Okie dokie. Loading back in. Everything seems fine. Okay. So, next match. How much did I lose? I lost 1 extra. Oh well. No biggie. So we will examine that match. And we'll point out the very obvious. There's no graphs? No graphs! Oh! That really hampers my ability. Yeah, that's good. So, no graphs really screws me, I'll be honest. Really hampers my ability. I know that really hampers my ability to explain anything, but whatever, I guess. I did most of the damage on the team by far, double anybody else. That tells you a lot. My honest feelings about it was that Ember was not helpful early at all, which I guess you don't expect from an Ember Spirit. I'm gonna ban Ember so I don't end up with an Ember. That's my new strategy. That's how I feel. So, as you can see, I also had the second most money on the team. Ember did farm, don't get me wrong. Jug fed top. Number one reason we lost is because that was dumb. He should have had the rotations that counted, just like the rotations bottom. Bottom lane also was pretty good for Axe. They had a good lane mate. I wasn't the best offlaner versus an Ursa. Ursa did a very good counter pick. Our team did respond to it, though. The main reason we lost was because Ember was useless in the early game. And Juggernaut lost his lane, honestly. I mean, he had less money than me. And he bought the wrong items. These are bad items, honestly. He doesn't need mobility in this game because we have our own mobility initiators. And Manta Style does very little for him except throw off a silence, which early game they don't have any. This was just a poor choice by Jug. Jug is one of the main reasons we lost, followed by Ember Spirit not helping earlier. Granted, you don't expect him to help immediately, but he could have done something, and unfortunately he did not. You know, it is what it is. So, without a graph, I can't go a lot into the details because I don't know, but I do know that the farm for the Jug must have been crap early. My farm was crap early. Ember, I think, did okay early as far as farm is concerned. But Mirana was roaming around and did much more than our roamers. And her not being in lane somewhere else, such as top always, Jug should have done much better. He should have been able to lane against the Tide by just getting creeps and right-clicking Tide whenever he feels like. How it didn't happen, I really don't know. I'm a little confused, to be honest. But it is what it is. So we'll move on, except that it was just a bad matchup. Bad, not very good teams. I mean, I get countered by Ursa pretty hard. Jug's not great versus Ursa either. Pudge is bad versus Ursa. Okay against TA. Kind of bad against Tide, to be honest. Ogre's good against most of them, but it just wasn't great matchups, was not great players, and not great plays. I wasn't perfect either. I made a couple bad calls, but, you know, that's what you get. This guy is significantly above me, by the way. He's at 3,500. I'm at, 33, whatever. Is that what I'm at now, by the way? I don't even know. I'm now at 32.86. So a little bit under 33. So I don't know why he's that high. Maybe the, this is just a good pick. Because, all of Luna's ults will split to my illusions, which is what I want. Ricky's Cloud's kind of meh for me. I'll just pull him out of it, ideally. I can also stun into it. Clockwork, again, I can just, shift away from him or into him if I want to. Crystal Maiden, I have many ways to disrupt her, and she's very squishy. So I'm pretty happy. Really wish I could look at the graph, but I'm trying to reach a water bottle. I guess I put way out of range. Ugh. I just feel my mouth's very dry. Not fun. Okay. Back we go. Let's get comfortable. So, the particular matchups we have here. Bristleback is good against Luna. Bristleback is decent against Crystal Maiden. Bristleback is good against Clockwork. Bristleback is good against Ember. Bristleback is a counter to Ricky, actually. So I love the Bristleback pick. Great for our team. Silencer, decent against Ricky. Great against Ember. Great against Crystal Maiden. I can't see the heroes now, so I will have to wait. Our tower is better than their tower. Victory is assured. Which is what I said last time. Silencer is not really great against Luna, to be honest. Get out of my face. Strength heroes. I don't know what I'm going to take yet, but almost certainly stun. We'll see. I'll wait. Like a good person is supposed to wait. Lena. Okay versus Luna. Great versus Crystal Maiden. Great versus Clock, because when he's in those cogs, you get the stun. Not very great against Ember, honestly, except ult. Ult's the only thing that's good. Ricky is really good against Lina, though that's a problem. Rubik, same thing. Ricky's good against Rubik. But Rubik is good against Luna. Rubik's good against Crystal Maiden, Clock, and Ember Spirit in a way. So we have some really good matchups here. I think we have a big matchup advantage, and we have a late game that's almost as strong as their late game. Charge. I need those things in my life. The it's a disaster I need.
Weird, CK. Now you're making it weird.
Just want to right click him once. All worth. Alright. I believe in us. Got a decent block coming in. It's not perfect, but it's good. If Ricky's in this lane, he won't do anything to me, so I'm not worried about that. Clock's in this lane, so I definitely want to have a stun prepared in case he tries to start chasing me or silencer. I always forget the random damage. I do 49 to 79 before my Fairy Fire. It's a 30 damage range. How irritating. Like that, I just got screwed. Oh man, that Chaos Knight random damage. At least it's not like a 50 damage range. That would really make me angry. You'd have to build damage on Chaos Knight early to guarantee farm. Gotta make it there. Ah, crud. Boots are probably the best first thing, just in case I get moved on. Alright, it's good enough. Spent 190 mana to really mess Clock up. And now we can just push the tower. No harm there. That was more damage than I anticipated on taking. Actually, that was more damage than Silencer anticipated on taking. Clock does not have a salve. And this is a decision he's going to regret. He's going to have to use all of his tangos just to heal up from what we've done. Okay, one tango pretty much does it. Because my mangoes are healing me as time goes on. Once I get level 2 stun, I should be able to take him out. Denying range creeps, always worth it. Nope. Crud again. Yeah, that 2.9 strength though, so that's always good. If Clock comes too close, he's gonna have a bad time. Bye, Clockwork. That was a good time. I'm gonna wait to buy my Belt of Strength until after I heal to make the most efficient use of my tangos. I might even use my Fairy Fire. I'm doing that just in case I need a sudden use of it. Cut off the reaction time, you know.
Amber's missing. He went bot. He's back.
Let's get some crits. I'm trying to get some healing off this. You know, I'm willing to push the lane just a little bit for, you know, the 65% lifesteal. Because I'll do about, you know, after reductions, because it has 0 armor. After, and I'll do about like 80 damage or so. And I'll lifesteal 60% of that, so, you know. That's about, yeah, 20, what, 50? 50. Oh, lifesteal 50. 50 health would help, you know what I mean? That's almost what a Fairy Fire does, just if I crit the dang thing. She's mid-cast and stun right now. That's unfortunate for her. There's a little bit of a crit. I mean, it helps, I suppose. I'll let the tango run out. There. Now I got plenty of health. Me and Clock's max HP is the same right now, which is actually kind of sad. Because I feel like I should have more HP than Clock, but I guess not. I don't know how Ricky killed the Bristleback. It must have been somebody else, and Ricky just got the last hit. Otherwise, this Bristleback does not seem to know what he's doing.
Ember's missing. He's back.
I gotta get my armlet. That's how you get out of that. Tread switch even when fairy firing. It matters. It really does. I swapped a creep. Well, didn't swap, but I reality rifted a creep, hoping that the distance would put me outside cogs. It put me on top of cogs, which in this case is good enough. I'll take it, you know? Just one crit is all I really needed there. I don't know where my support is, but my support left forever. It's always the case. I never end up getting a support for the whole game. Sometimes I don't need it, but when I do, always no support, and that's what irritates me about ranked the most. Supports roam, and they don't realize that you have to come back. Oh. Right in the creeps too. So Clock paid for his sins. Thank God for that, because I am not doing well. Well, I mean, sometimes the carry has to go to jungle and the support should take over, but there has to be a reason. Jungle is less efficient farm and experience than
I don't think he got his spell shit.
than the lane. It's just a fact of Dota. So you never want to go to the jungle unless you need it. You can't stay in lane for some reason. I know he wants this, so he's probably going to shoot a rocket flare at me, to be honest. Nice job in the courier for them. You do the last hit at some point, but it's making it difficult. Alright, now my stun's really dangerous. And now I can take some of the damage. My great regen. Ah. Always. back this wave up to safety. I don't know how Bristleback is dying. He has some levels in Bristleback too. I don't know. Fortunately, Silencer's rotation was solid. Finally did a like a good rotation and ended up positively for the team, so I like it. We're 9-9 right now. I have more of a positive effect than a negative, but I want to fight this Clockwork, but it's very hard to do anything to him. He's just in this kind of place where he's very dangerous to me. He won't be later, but right now, bad. He can hurt my illusions by disrupting them, you know, making it so they can't do anything because they're getting hit by the cogs and sent backwards, but I really don't think that's going to be a problem. I know I had a clock in levels. I don't know how that happened, but it did. And I'm very happy about it. Finally edging myself out a good place here. Got myself 20 attack speed. I'm probably more capable of fighting Clock now. Oh. Nothing I could do. I was dead no matter what. I saw him, but it was too late. I should have gone around this way. That would have been better if I had just gone that way and TP'd real quick. I would have been fine. He doesn't have any remnants placed. I'm gonna try to kill him. What are the chances? What are the chances at that moment Clockwork was walking over? Complete waste of my time. I need levels and I need money. And this is why I'm moving to the jungle, because my lane's not safe. Have my armlet in a second, which will help a lot. I think that increasing my crit damage would help at least a little bit. This is a BKB early building game. My other junk can wait. It's not as important. Alright, with Armlet, I'm a little bit scarier. But I still don't have illusions because they're just not very good early. You want to wait till 11-12 and just take your illusions right off the bat, like I've said before. It's just better. I can respond to this. If Ricky's going to be like aggressive, for example. Well, at the very least, I did one good thing. Got rid of that observer ward the second they planted it. I walked away, then everybody ran in. Nice. I'm loving it. I'm gonna take my attack speed talent. I need it desperately for damage and farming and all that. Not damage, but DPS, damage per second, because it'll help me attack faster. In case that wasn't obvious. More attacks means more chances to lifesteal.
Get back, get back, get back.
Lena's doing work. She's been getting a good amount of kills. Lena is 3, 3, and 4. That's not bad at all. I fortunately don't need the shrine. I haven't been using my mana, and my health regens like crazy thanks to the 7 regen on Armlet. It's a good item. Solid item. I didn't really think that would help. It helped. Alright, here's my 10 damage and some more HP. Love that. That first over club. Who is it? Clock again? I could probably do a number on clock, but... I heard Ricky Smoke Cloud. Best I can do. I don't have a lot of health. I shouldn't have swapped as early. I wasn't sure if it canceled channeling. It does not, obviously, because he kept TPing. So I got a kill. I'm good. I'm just gonna go back to jungle. I didn't use my ult, fortunately, so now I have the level 2 ult instead, which is a good deal. Just gotta keep farming. Make it happen. My mana's not high, and neither is my health. So. Ooh, I want that so bad. But it's not gonna happen. Alright, let's get some crits so that this doesn't damage me too much. I'm free farming too. I had a level on Luna actually. Just for benefit. I'm gaining health over time, even taking the damage from jungling. That's the great thing about Chaos Knight's passive crit. As it goes up in damage and as your damage goes up, you end up getting a benefit. And now that I'm sending in my Mithril Hammer, an even bigger benefit. Yep, basically full health now. Who is that? I could not get him. Very upsetting. Alright, I feel like literally anybody would have helped there. I was out and alone for a long time. Lena lived, and I understand she was low, but...
We're just playing really dumb right now. And look at this, Luna went Shadow Blade when they have a Riki, so we should already be ready for it.
So Luna went Shadow Blade. I was wondering why it just said Shadow Blade. It's like SB, like what about Shadow Blades? Like who has one? Now I understand. It is interesting. I need to get farm. More farm. Alright, this isn't worth it. Wasn't sure. I didn't think so, but it doesn't create a benefit in the long run. Now these guys have less health. I do not need his help. I will be fine. I would rather him go away. I don't like people to steal my experience. I share when it's somebody who I know is low in experience. It's like if Rubik was like level 6 right now or something like that, yeah, I'd be like, alright, like, come over here, sap experience, but otherwise not necessary. I should have ulted when I was going into that fight. It was just a lot of mana to ult, and I thought we'd just get the kill, you know what I mean? I didn't know he was so tanky, and I didn't know his entire team was behind him. Alright, I see 2, but that's not enough for me to feel safe.
Quick, I'm ready to push now. We need CK too.
On my way. But Ember Spirit is pushing in the meantime, so we'll have to get the tier 2 to make this worth it. Haven't used my ult yet.
Let it go, trade for it.
Good ult, I got 3 instead of 2, so that's always nice.
Let's get this back. Think we back, man. We don't go high ground without Aegis. Let's get these last 2.
Bottle. That's fine. These do not last much longer. But even a swing or 2 on them, yep, worth it to me. Bigger crits. Reason I'm taking bigger crits is just because the amount of times I get to cast, like with the whole cooldown stuff, it's not really as much because I'm having problems. I'm dead.
Do we have any more sentries? If not, we need a bag.
Thank you. Nice. Right at that moment. Come on. I feel like everybody's trying to kill me, which makes sense because I'm the carry, but they shouldn't be so successful. They're fighting in smoke and I don't understand it. Run away. Dead. No surprise there. About to get my 10 strength just to be a little bit tankier. I don't know about 19, but she should be a higher level. That's for sure. Luna's not the greatest player. And I can survive the initiations, because that's what I need to do. I need to not die during the initiations that are happening here. Just following along, making sure that I'm there, but not visible. Until I have to be, I guess, which is in a minute, because I need to keep getting farm. I got myself a little bit of armor here. Yep, one more armor. A little bit of attack speed too, never a bad thing. We have not lost the tier 2 tower yet, so this is not a bad situation. This tower will be ours. Thank God. Looks like my BKB already paid off, dramatically so. We can easily take high ground here. No issues whatsoever.
Get back, guys. Let's get back. I'm out of mana. I'm out of everything. Just go, man. Just go. Already got everything bought out.
Ooh, man, the armlet toggling. I'm ready for clock. Any minute I could get hit with a thing. Last toggle. And now I'll wait. As I slowly gain all my stuff back. I'll be fine. Coward, Luna. Ha. Nice. Number doesn't scare me at all, but I don't think he's gonna stick around, so I'll just twiddle my thumbs, I guess. Got a level 3 ult when it's ready. That's an extra guaranteed illusion, which is always good. We did not end up taking what I wanted, but that's not necessarily a big deal. He already jumped. And level 3 ult. Ready to go whenever I am. right now the biggest thing we can be doing is gathering as 5. So I'm actually gonna say it to the
Guys,
team.
group up again.
Alright, we already lost one. So the whole 5-man thing is a little bit out the window.
Click top.
I was trying to be efficient here and get some money.
Actually, we should get Roche, man.
Roche is iffy because I can't take it myself very easily. One of the problems. Might as well come. See what happens. Are they still around? Do they plan to stay around? What the deal is? Gotta be there. That's real. A dang snare. Oh, do I hate it. Alright, now no more of that. I got a crit saved up. Level 20, I get plus 12 all stats. Made me a lot, I definitely got a crit saved up. Let's see. There it is. I'm gonna get Manta any second. I have Black King Bar, so I can just go through Ricky Smoke, which is nice.
Don't worry about it. Let's go top. We can get Manta. Or we can get, we should get Roche first. Should reward Roche.
We can try, but it's risky.
Crystal, can you come top, man? We need you at the pit. Come on, dude. You TP'd bottom. We said we were going this way.
Oof. Alright, yeah, I can take it, I suppose. They know. I tried to do everything I could, but I'm not able to stop all of that nonsense. That's really unfortunate too. I don't feel like I deserve to die there. I did everything.
This is like,
I was in.
guy cannot outpush us, right?
I mean,
So what if he
I was
gets
in there the
hit?
whole time, and
We
it
get
just didn't
here,
seem to
here,
matter, you
there's
know.
nothing they can do. I cannot.
I'm just right in the front.
All the time in 3K.
All nonsense.
We're scared of the
It
rat.
just didn't seem to matter, you know.
Team, we're strong.
I'm getting
as a
pretty
team, Tom. We can
irritated.
never catch this dude out.
That sounds a
All
little
he
bit
needs to do is TP.
quieter than I'd like it to be.
That's exactly what happened. He forced you to rotate, and they took a better.
All right,
rotation.
well, I don't know.
Five and end the game.
I just want people to be with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm strong. I'm so strong. I'm so strong right now. I just Need to not be alone when I go in. I need... That's just what it is. I need Bristle.
Just rinse it like again. We're fine. He's mad. I'm just sucks. Fine, man. Let it go. It's fine. Get in here. Get Bristol in here.
Alright, let's just do something good. All I want. Oh my god, really? Slow, anybody. That's all I wanted. That's not good. Nice. All set with that. On my way for shrine. Oh, jeez, man. This is just brutal. It's brutal. I still have no HP, comparatively. I need to crit a couple of these creeps. Of course, I never do. There it is. Buyback's probably more important right now. I'm coming. My crits.
Bristol, man, we need you at the pit.
We keep trying to take Roche, and we probably should just be pushing instead, but it's hard to say. I don't really know what the decision is here. Whatever we do, though, we need to do it as 5. Those aren't real, obviously. Ricky just tried to do something. Put down a sentry, be a jerk, basically. He's still trying to move in. See, I just get blown up because there's nobody else who can take a hit. They take Roche now. It's just ridiculous. I seem to be the only person who's strong enough to actually fight. Because Bristle certainly isn't. I should be bigger than Luna, but I'm not. She's a man style, I have man style. She has Silver Edge, and she has a... I'm probably as big as her, but... She's level 25, that's the problem. She has all those stats over me. My team just can't do anything, you know? They can lift, they can stun, and Lena can do stuff, but it's just Lena, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody else seems to be capable of actually taking somebody, holding them down, getting kills, or any of that. It's bothering me. I just want somebody else to do something, anything. Help. See how long this is gonna drag out. We could still win, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen yet. It's kind of that time where we could get a big team fight, come back, take their tier 2, maybe get Roche if they don't. Did they already get Roche? They did, didn't they? Yeah, they did. You know, make sure we make them lose their ages, stuff like that, destroy their advantage. But we are missing a Rax, so we're not in a good spot to do it. We just don't seem to have anything to hold like Ricky down, you know what I mean? Like, I'll get Ricky and I'll be hitting him, and he'll start getting away, and it's like, oh, I already used my stun on him and all that. Oh my god. Bristle got it. Ugh. And I'm dead again. I cannot believe Bristleback got the kill. I did all the damage, and I get nothing. I needed that money, not Bristle. They're not really pushing, so there's no reason. They shouldn't be at the same one. Come on, guys. Split up. 3 lanes, 2 people in 1 lane. How does that help? They're just all getting to be really, really strong, and there's not much I can do about it. Ember is actually good against me. He's the only one who's really good against me. Silence is broke, so is Rubik. They shouldn't both be broke. Some of them should have some semblance of money. I guess he has a Glimmer Cape, which is admirable, but... And he has some cash. But we're just having such problems with everything. Who does? Like, we need an Orchid? Yes. Mikey BKB is minimum, too. That's a problem. I need anybody but me to do damage in these team fights. We're gonna smoke? I don't know. I mean, I guess they don't have Aegis, but it still doesn't seem like the best idea. I just don't see what we're gonna accomplish. They had a ward up there, so we really shouldn't smoke. Silencer has the gem? Why does Silencer have the gem? I don't even understand that. What benefit is there? And thus, we just walked around in a circle. Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. We're gonna lose probably. We gotta go all in. I can never get a single kill up in here. That simple. Luna's in our base, though. In case things go terrible. Now, is Luna afraid of losing her base is the question. I do not have... Hee 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 hee. Nope. Ah, I messed up my armlet toggle, but I have buyback and I need to use it because she's gonna come right back. She's gonna come right back no matter what, so I gotta be there. Got level 25, so that's something positive. We didn't do anything. We just got it. We got quite a few kills, and somehow we did not turn it into anything. Gotta not die. That's what I gotta do. It's minimum anyway. It'll be back any second. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really skeptical about what's going on. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. Yeah, go illusion. Oh no. I tried. Nobody else went in there. GG, I'm dead. There is no chance. And Lena probably did the most damage. I'm just going to say that now. Any damage Bristle did was just getting hit. I know that is most Bristle max damage, but it wasn't any like skillful plays. It was just him getting hit, doing damage, then dying. Very disappointed with how this went. Oh man, that's bad. Oh, I'm gonna have to play another one because I got the time. Yeah, that was not good. So far today, I have lost 26. That sucks. So how'd that match go in the long run? We have the graphs again, so that's good. Player net worth. I was up there for most of the game up until about... I was still up there, I just wasn't in the top 2 near the end here. And that's because Ember and Luna were allowed to do whatever they wanted. I had a point where I was top of the game for a few minutes here and there, and then I slowly fell off because nobody else did anything. Lena did okay in farm, Bristle did okay in farm. Silencer and Rubik did work they expected, so you'd think that things went well. Clock didn't get that much farm. For example, in my solo lane, my half solo lane, Lena had a little bit more money than me. Bristle had more money than me because all he did was freaking farm. Which I don't understand at all. Most of the damage was Bristle getting hit, and then Lena was a little bit above me, which doesn't surprise me. Silencer did not do enough. Silencer has glaives and should be doing damage. That's disappointing. Even if he's a support, he should still do damage. This is not enough for Silencer in my personal opinion. And I couldn't do any damage because I was held down every team fight. Like, I experienced the vast majority of being stuck there, being slowed, silenced. Even with my BKB, it was ridiculous. Honestly, the reason we lost was because of awful team decisions. We have a good lineup, as I said before. We had good matchups. I'm not great against Ricky, and Clockwork kind of messes with me. But I should be fine. It shouldn't be a long-term issue. However, all of our lanes just didn't do that well. Luna just got free farm, as Bristle admitted himself. Their mid-Ember apparently farmed, and I don't even know how that's possible. I mean, Ember was doing well against Alina, which I don't get. I know he has the shield to block magic damage, but it just didn't make any sense to me. So that was cool. I just hate... I know I haven't played against him recently, but I'm just going to do that. Apparently I can't choose active quests. I just have a bad taste in my mouth left from that game, you know? I don't even know who to play now. I'll actually go off lane if it's an Invoker. I believe in the Axe pick against Invoker. Dota 2 game coordinator is currently being updated. What? But Ember should not have farmed. So top and mid lane did poorly. Bottom lane we did okay. I say okay, it wasn't great. I won't pretend it was. And then during team fights, nobody was getting in there and doing damage. Like, Silencer should have just been standing there hitting people. He did do his silences, but he should have been doing more for the team, and he really wasn't. And I feel like one of the main reasons we lost is because I didn't have the space to fight. Every time I ulted and did all my things, I'd grab one person. I might even get the kill, but after that, my team's half gone. They're either dead or they're leaving the fight. And everybody else, you know, just, I guess, screw them, right? I don't... Fine. The other thing I like is that when he goes Shroud to do extra damage to him. It's not great, though. I really wish that wasn't what happened. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really skeptical. Really skeptical on this whole thing. I don't really know all the problems. There was obviously something going on that I wasn't quite sure of. I died some of the least, killed some of the most. It just didn't go well. Like, Lena did great in the early game, and I was glad that people were rotating, but Bristleback just never did anything meaningful. Like, how was his tower damage, by the way? I hit the crap out of towers. Lena hit the crap out of towers. That was mostly it. Bristle kind of did a little bit. I mean, sure. But, like, there was just no objective taking. There was no solid pushing. It was just bad in general. Sniper into Earthshaker is possibly the worst. The worst direct pick I've ever seen. Earthshaker's just gonna blink on Sniper, and Sniper's gonna die. I don't know why he would pick Sniper. I don't have hope for us now. I think he's hoping I'll hold them down, which is certainly... I'm aiming to do that, but there's no promise that will happen. The Dota 2 game coordinator is still logging in. It's kind of irritating me, you know? I like Lone Druid because Lone Druid's just a good hero right now. He can duke it out with Luna. Getting disarmed really does stink, though. Necrophos is pretty bad for him just because he can hold him down. Earthshaker doesn't do anything to him, so that doesn't matter. Being stunned, I guess, sucks, but there's nothing special about it. It's not as if it's a counter or anything like that. It's just no fun. So that doesn't matter. Being stunned, I guess, sucks, but there's nothing special about it. Double checking my sound. Sorry for the echo. We have a Dazzle. I like that. Especially against Legion. Legion scares me. A lot, actually. I don't like that at all. I'm a little afraid of Dazzle's one of the best supports in the game, absolutely. Right now, anyway, he's really good, in my opinion. I'm just irritated that I've lost 26 MMR today so far. I gotta win this match so that my MMR stays constant. They're gonna have a higher level, I think. Yes. Oh, wait. Oh, we're just shy. No. We almost have the same level tower. It's just one little bit below. Alright. As always, good luck, have fun. Where am I going? I'm not going to safe lane. Yeah, but it's okay. We got good days. We got bad days. My challenge better not get screwed up because I'm still connected to the Dota 2 coordinator, by the way. I will be very angry. Oh, jeez. He's confident. I wouldn't be if I was him. We can easily invade here. It shouldn't be a problem. Should be poison touching him. Don't know why he didn't, but it's okay. We don't need the kill, just the rune. And then I know that Sniper will take the other one, so we'll get the 3 rune advantage. Oh, is he gonna get both? That'd be cool. I don't know why Ricky's here, by the way. I don't think that's gonna benefit us. All 4? That's crazy. I don't see that very often. Yeah, Lone Druid just manned up and went in there, I guess. Good for him. Luna Earthshaker is a rough lane, so I'm kind of glad Ricky's here if he actually does something. Try to just right-click the Earthshaker to let him know, like, you know, I'm still here. And even if I can't, you know, do a lot of damage, I will be here right-clicking you the whole time. And Clarity canceled. He knew I had Battle Hunger. He really should have gone away to do that. We're actually taking complete control of this lane right now. The entire goal here is to make it so that Luna cannot stay long term. And I think so far that's a very achievable goal. I just need another level, to be honest. Once I get one more level, I'll be able to spin on people, making me much deadlier. Opting for Battle Hunger early was a risky strategy. It definitely helped. I already canceled a Clarity with it, so I would say it was good, but it's not ideal. I have plenty of regen, I don't really care. I'll take call so I can actually get Luna in one of those forcibly. That is how you destroy Luna. Done deal. This is totally the game for a Vanguard because of Legion. I think. Personal opinion. However, not first. I think a rushed blink is a good idea here because they're going to try to move on us with Legion, so I need to be able to counter that on an immediate basis. I'm glad Ricky's going the Tranquil Boots build. It's the correct build for Ricky at this point in time. Fine. I'm gonna go block.
To the enemy.
Oh no. No, no, no. Worth even if I die. If Ricky gets the kill here, it's 100% worth it. But otherwise, it's still probably worth it. If he dies, it's not worth it. Especially to Luna. That was dumb. Fortunately, I got my level 3 of Counter Helix, which definitely turns the tables. Because they are not getting that much more HP. They don't even get probably 35 HP on most levels. Depends on their strength gain, of course. Earthshaker probably does. That's just a single spin, so... Let's put the Battle Hunger on her just because... Of course, there's Dazzle trying to basically take my farm. Not super cool, I'll be honest. Need to regen a bit, so I'll just stand here and watch. Oh, that's a juicy kill. I need that. However, it's just not close enough, you know? Don't have ult yet, otherwise I'd go on Luna. Axe's entire point is just jump into them and hopefully get a good call. The range isn't super high. I wish it was just a little bit higher, but...
Enemies need killing.
Alright, now I now have ult. Much more dangerous. Goodbye, Earthshaker. Easy stuff. Got 2 good spins. Ult. Now I have no mana, but that's okay. I'm actually probably going to shrine up because it's my shrine and I'm going to use it whenever I feel like it. More accurately, I need it so that I can make sure Luna dies again. Oof. Much better. Real Luna. Okay, unfortunately, Necrophos showed up anyway. But it still helps. I'm trying to make them waste mana here. I'm gonna need help down here, though. If they're gonna have 3, I mean, what can I do? They better be doing something productive in another lane. I'll tell you that much. I don't even want the rotation. I just want people to push. They can be bot if they want. That's fine. Luna hasn't gotten any farm. I was going to farm up my Blink Dagger. Won't be long. Then I'll be ready to go again. I love when they summon those because they just die in one call anyway. Basically. Suppose I could go back to base so I can make a movement somewhere else. Not too bad. Then I'll get my Vanguard in the process. Is that real? Nice. Oh, they see me. Crap. That's dumb. How dare they see me in those trees? There we go. Boom. Wherever Luna goes, I shall be there to ruin her life and dunk all on her. Whoosh. There goes those creeps. I'm a happy axe, I'll tell you that much. Don't have a lot of mana. Mana deprived axe, but that's okay. The only downside is no one's getting mana boots. Need mana. I didn't think about it in time, that's unfortunate. That's okay though. I'm a 6-in-1 axe, so I'm feeling it. In fact, actually, how am I in the level chart? I'm right behind him, Sniper. Oh my god, Luna's -1, I think is what he just said. Please, people, stop doing that. Oh, it's 4v6 or whatever. Like, come on. People just have no courtesy in this world. This Dota world we live in. I can't wait till they get a DC. I'll get the Vitality Booster first, just because it's more expensive and I need to go to the secret shop for it, so I might as well get it while I'm here. I have to actually call them, because they're doing a lot of damage. I'm getting no spins. Thank you. Jeez. Now I get my mana regen. Whew. I don't really need to go back to base, so I'm just gonna wait for this to kick in. I'm actually just gonna steal our shrine. And I don't feel bad about it. One spin. Ha 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 ha. That's all it takes. The best spins. Alright, so to help my team out, I'm going to need a blade mail. That's for sure. Gotta wait for a TP, even though I can't use it yet. I might as well have one in my inventory. I had used my ult early, unfortunately, which was not fun. I now have 7 on 1 axe, and I am really feeling it. Can't wait till I get level 2 ult. Then stuff's really gonna happen. I got 3 levels on Earthshaker. I think I can take them. I think the Legion realized that I was scary and said screw that and ran. Bye. Not fighting you both. Unless I'm under my tower, that's fine. Good with me, you know? Get the 2.5 strength gain is pretty good. So that means I get some decent health every level. I mean, honestly, that's fine. I'm still getting creeps. That was the point. So, Earthshaker still now has to contend with that. And I'll grab a chainmail to better supplement my survivability. I got that armor. I don't think Luna can catch up to me, to be honest. Boop. Not my job. Now, granted, I could help, but I think Dazzle will have it covered, to be honest. He's... Oh, he does have boots, never mind. I was gonna say he needs brown boots, Jesus. That's a dead Necro. All day. Come, attack me, creeps. Test your metal against me. Axe. There we go. Int actually does help because it increases the multiplication on your counter helix. Just like any spell, it works just like that, so it adds up. Need to get this Invoker, I think. Not sitting around all day doing nothing. Just gonna do something else. And it's actually working, so I'm happy. Heck, if they let me, I'll just push their tier 2 tower in. So dang focused with everything else. Now, how greedy is Invoker? It's going backwards. Probably not that greedy. Problem I'm having now is I can't be everywhere. Alright, pushing in the tier 2. Again. I'll just keep going. As long as they let me, I'm just going to keep pushing it in. They got me. I'm going to be honest right now, my team is not really doing super great. Let's see what they're building. That's a good question. Lone Druid's going for the Lone Druid right click build. I guess that's okay. Sniper has a Shadow Blade and almost a Dragon Lance, so that's nice. Don't let my Blink Dagger, Vanguard, and almost Blade Mail, you know, crap on that. I don't know, I just don't feel like, I'm really strong, and we did get the tower, right? I guess that's cool. It's just like I'm feeling mad, you know? Feeling my team is not really bringing it up to like where I'm playing at. You know, I'm trying to push in a tier 2 tower to make things happen, and my team is just kind of lollygagging. I know they were after a fight and they were back to Shrine, but obviously it didn't go super great if the entire team could show up to stop me. Sniper stealing my experience. Ugh. What's up, man? Playing the good axe life. That sweet axe life. Not many more heroes that are more fun than Axe. Alright, for the benefit of my team, I gotta get a Crimson Guard, because otherwise we're just gonna keep suffering. They took the tower anyway. I don't even know if we had a fortified, to be honest. I'm assuming that we did, but... thought he was out, to be honest. I want to jump in, but the Lone Druid's not really paying attention. Axe is fun, my man. I very rarely play him nowadays. I got my blade mail. I can do something. I feel it. Alright. Let's make this happen. We gotta do something. I got a blade mail. It's time. We have an axe. Let's just go at it. I'm a wild beast. Axe! There goes Necro, so that changes this game a little bit. Well, this potential team fight, I mean. Don't get to cast. Uh-oh. Bye, friends. Ooh, Mjolnir. Nice. Get rid of that vision. Luna's obviously getting chased down by Lone Druid. Is going to die. I'm glad about that. Lone Druid's doing work. Ooh, do it. Boop. Gotta go for this Invoker, I think. Why the hostility, my man? No, I couldn't get the, He's invis. I had to wait till he walks by me. I think... I haven't seen the Ghost Walk debuff. Sudden hostility still uncalled for. I think we can kill Necrophos. He doesn't have a CP. He should just be dead. Easy kill. So after that, I would imagine the best thing I can do is buy a pipe for my team because we need one. As long as Dazzle hasn't already started, and as long as nobody else has already started, which I really wouldn't imagine any of them would. It's not good. This is not good. Oh, yes! Got the blade mail off just in time. Not concerned. So Legion Commander only has a Blade Mail Blink Dagger, so she's really not scary. I have more farm than Legion by a whole Crimson Guard. I know, right? Sudden Assault. Not concerned. I can take criticism, but just straight up negativity isn't welcome here, so you get banned. That's just what happens. Gotta have a line, right? Same thing with spam. If you're a spammer, you get banned. I don't have to use my ult for it. It's a lot of mana. Some people come just because they want attention. They want a response. I'm not going to give it to them. You just get banned. Doesn't change my day. Alright, with Necro dead, we have a chance at a tower, but it's kind of unlikely since the team is pretty split. I'll give it a shot, though. Lone Druid does a lot of damage, so he should be able to eat the tower. Basically, I just have to exist here. Oh, crap. I'm dead. I'm hoping to get Crimson Guard off for somebody. That did not happen. Lone Druid's getting out, and he probably should. I would have appreciated the Mjolnir, but it wouldn't have changed things. I know he just did it to hold him down, but it's not going to work. That seems kind of a waste. Ricky still has his tricks of the trade up. Not anymore. Wow. That was painful. That was really painful. I was not expecting the Ricky to get jumped on so hard. Well, they're turning this around quickly, and that's not good. They did just waste their dust, which is good for Ricky. Luna is starting to get big. She has Dragon Lance and Yasha, which means she already does a lot of damage. And she's also level 17. I'm not going to TP in because that seems too risky. I guess I'll have to walk. Walk it out. I'm really hoping that enough of them stay that a call is worth it. Legion's coming right back in for me. Oh, give me that dual damage. Or kill. Oh, he's still getting chased. That's really unfortunate. Sniper's probably dead. Caster Sniper is honestly just not good. His Shrapnel's great, don't get me wrong. Great lane tool. It's great for mid especially. It can really win you a lane. But it just falls off really fast. If you go the caster build, it's because you're playing a support sniper, and support sniper is really meh. I don't think it's really a thing. I mean, in concept, sure, but I just don't think it's great. I'm okay with you taking the mana regen early, but the Shrapnel DPS is kind of lackluster, and the Shrapnel charges are just not necessary. If you're using appropriate Shrapnels, it'll just really never matter, you know? Oh my. Here comes the flaming towards Sniper. I'm not surprised, but I'm also not accepting of such negativity from our team. It's not helpful. Yeah, the thing is that Assassinate, so like Assassinate does what, 650? Which is good, sure, but you should be right-clicking as a right-click sniper for like 400 damage a shot with the chance to crit, and way faster than Assassinate's, you know, long wind-up. So then the question is, you could do both. You could mix it. I would understand that, but giving up the right-click, like not buying a Dragon Lance, for example, just seems kind of ridiculous to me. I'm coming. That was a bad call. Bad call. I'm taking most of those, and I'm going to die for it. I did not get ulted by Necro, which I appreciate. However, it's because Ricky's about to die. I wish I had gotten a Shallow Grave from Dazzle, to be honest. I don't know how we're doing so poorly. Probably gonna lose, and I'm gonna say honestly, it's mostly because Sniper just really never got online, and I never saw Dazzle really matter in team fights. I can admit, it's not like the biggest concern, so it's not really worth arguing about. Why bother having an argument about something that's really not relevant? What do you gain from it? We'd still have a chance, technically, because we have 1 Rax, but it's unlikely. Because we just don't have any farm to turn it around. You need money to turn it around in the first place, realistically speaking. We're in a bad spot. Invoker's got a bunch of money. More than I would expect, actually. I just saw the Earthshaker, but I don't want to go anywhere close to him. Killed himself, that's good for me. My ult is on cooldown, unfortunately, so that's going to be a problem. Alright, that's Legion against my Blade Mail, but Legion also has a Blade Mail. Unfortunately, not enough from Sniper. We're just not in a good spot. We can't do anything. That's GG. I'll just fortify now, because it really doesn't matter. GG. It's sad when your Axe is the only person who can really get kills consistently. Not to say that I played perfectly, but... You know, I got in there, I would take kills. I even killed the Invoker once. At least. But that's the life. The life of a Dota player. You get those matches where you just feel like you don't deserve to lose. And now I regret doing the extra match at 950 because it's going to be a loss. But you had to give it a shot. Have to have hope. Otherwise you'll always just be stuck in the misery of losing MMR. I know he can't hit me, but I can still walk away with him a little bit. His range is actually really high. And... okay, at least the game ended before that last death, so that's good. Ooh. Lone Druid's real salty. Well, that's okay. How much did we lose? That's the real question. So today we lost 51. Of the 101 we gained, we lost half of it. So we are down to having half of what we had we gained. So that's not too bad. We're still up from last week, technically, even though it wasn't through the same methods. That's okay. I can accept it for what it is. Going real quick into this, the most damage in the team was Sniper. I'm shocked he didn't do more just because he's Sniper and should be right-clicking people, but that's fine. He was poor, that's mostly why. Lone Druid had money. I'm surprised he didn't do a little bit more damage. He was right-clicking when I saw him, but I guess he wasn't in a lot of fights. He was only in 9 fights. That's what it is. He didn't die a lot, though. I can appreciate that. He was a safe fight taker. We just needed a little bit more aggression, but that's okay. He at least didn't die a bunch. I want to look at the graphs, because I want to see how this net worth even came to be. We were doing fine up until the end when they just suddenly got a huge advantage. I was like high up in the net worth chart most of the game, and Luna, like, you know, conversely, was very low up until later in the game. Sniper was below me for most of the game. We were pretty close, which is sad because he's mid. Lone Druid was doing alright. He had a little hard spot here, but he caught back up. Ricky was low and Daz was low, that's what you expect. So we should have been doing fine, because the only person who had money was Legion and Invoker. But I guess people just let them do whatever they wanted. Let's see the items, because maybe this is explained through itemization. It sometimes is. Lone Druid built fine, that's just what you do. Ricky, I don't know why he built a Ring of Aquila since he wasn't at carry. He didn't really need the regen that bad. I understand, but whatever. This is the problem. There it is. I was looking for Midases. He got a 21-minute Midas. That does nothing for him. It accomplishes very little for the team. It just helps him farm when he's not a farming hero. He was already a higher level. I mean, this is 21 minutes. So Ricky was already... It's hard to tell. almost level 12. He was level 11. So at level 11, Ricky said to himself, I need to get this Midas. You know what I mean? That's a big problem. This is one of the main reasons we lost, because Ricky could never really come online. Ricky did some of the least damage on our team. He did get some kills, and he was trying his best. He did some good smokes and stuff, but he didn't have any damage. Like a diffusal blade. He could have had a diffusal blade much earlier if he didn't do this. That's a problem. Dazzle was relatively poor, but I don't blame him for that. I don't know what he was building, but it doesn't really matter. I think it was a Yule's for Legion. That's the correct item, so I can appreciate it for what it is. They got away with the Midas on the Invoker. We didn't punish them for it nearly enough. And that's one of the main problems. I mean, I killed Luna 3 times. I killed Invoker twice. I killed these people. I just didn't kill Legion. I couldn't. The problem was their Earthshaker was picking on me, helping finish me off, and we just had nobody to kill Legion. Ricky killed Legion once, but nobody could kill Legion on our team, and she was our main problem. She'd just jump in and duel and do a bunch of damage. Had a Moon Shard early, which I don't understand, but yet again, she got away with it. She had dual damage. I mean, I don't know. A large part of its picks, our picks are not ideal. Ricky is not good against Legion. Ricky's not good against Invoker. Ricky's not good against Necrophos. Ricky's not great against Earthshaker. Ricky's not good against Luna. Bad pick. Bad Ricky. Dazzle's great against Legion and kind of Earthshaker. And okay against the rest. Good against Necro. Lone Druid's fine, I guess. I don't know the finer points of Lone Druid, so I won't comment. Sniper, like I said, horrible pick. Horrible against Earthshaker and Legion. And kind of Invoker. Good against Luna, I guess. I don't know. It was just weird picks, and we lost because of them. But that's what it is. So, thank you guys for watching. And don't worry, if you ever see any of this negativity, unnecessary negativity, I will handle it immediately, because that's not productive. It's toxicity, just like in Dota. If it's not productive, mute. That's what it's there for. So, I will see you guys this coming Sunday. I lose track of the days sometimes. This coming Sunday. So, see you then.